Okay, hi and welcome to That's So Nova. My name is Nova. If you don't know who I am, I do small content for sewing, crafting, and hopefully I get into some cosplay and clothes making this year. And I love just to sew. And I find unusual interfacings as well as unusual tools. Today we're going to be doing the first day, day one of the 12. I wanted to call it gift miss, but it's not gift miss per se. It's more like 12 small businesses that if they're not on your radar, they should be on your radar. There will be some prizes given out within this 12 days, so please stay tuned because you might have to do that. Make a comment, tell me your favorite thing, or follow my Facebook page or something along those lines to be entered into this giveaway, and the winner will be announced the next day. Today, the first one I have, I'm really excited about because I get these questions all the time when I'm doing conventions or when I'm doing craft shows. How do I make multiples of something and cut them all out? I am a horrible paper cutter. Like, we can do one, we can do a cut and interface, and you'll be like, Shinova. And I'll be like, I know. I cut into the black line. I veer off. It could be the blade because I can sit and cut something with this pair of scissors perfectly symmetrical the whole time. It's me, I know it is. But one thing I realized that helped me out tremendously was rulers. Like, so if someone was like, oh, the pockets are 8x10, I can just grab an 8x10 ruler, find it on my ruler, and I was straight. Same with straps. But then when I got into the funky little shapes, it was hard. Then I got a couple of templates from different companies and I fell in love with templates. Now, I don't have a template for every single pattern I own. If that was the case, there'd be no room in my workroom. I do, however, have templates for things that I really do sell a lot of, and it helps me out tremendously. So today I'm going to show you ARCexpression. ARCexpression has been featured on my channel before. Matter of fact, my 1000K giveaway, she gave away a couple of these almighty rulers. If you haven't had any of these, I'm going to link her shop, Etsy shop, and her Facebook page. And I highly suggest you to look into this small business. This ruler, as you can see, is on my table. It's well loved. I use this all the time for strapping because she has like 1 inch and 1.5 inches if you want 1 rivet or 2 rivets. If I'm boxing corners, she has 1 inch all the way to 4 inches. The ruler itself is 12 inches on one side and 6 inches on the other. And if you want a 3/8 of an inch box zipper or a 1/2 inch, it's on there. So I use this zipper on the daily. If it broke, I would honestly cry. I'm not being facetious with you. I'm being 100% real. I use that. If you, hopefully to this month we'll have like a sew and chat and we can just like sew and make bags and then you see how I am. I use that ruler all the time. So what I wanted to do is for me in my shop, my best selling bags are either vintage looking bags or slings. I have like slings are my favorite thing to make, but and I think they're my favorite thing to make because they're the best things I sell. So I reached out and I purchased. She gave me candy. Okay, so when you do this is everything. I love candy and I love jelly candy and peach. Thank you, Angie. Thank you. I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I'm going to be doing the Can Do crossbody. And she is one of the, I believe she is the only person that does Can Do. Let me see. As you can tell, this bag is like really supported really well. I love the fact that she uses paper. I reuse this, and sometimes when I'm planning out pattern pieces, I doodle on it. I also bought the Ojyma, but I had to pull that one out yesterday because I had an order due. But I got the Can Do Retro Tech bag, and I'm trying to take this out elegantly, but elegant is not really my style. So let's just go into it. she saran wraps these really beautifully so that way nothing moves, nothing shifts. So like all the pattern pieces she writes on there. She tells you what piece, how many you need, the whole 9 yards. When a bag has really interesting pockets or shoulder straps, these plates help mean the world to me, because no matter if I print on cardstock or whatever, I always cut into the line. So having something there to assist me like that helps tremendously. I'm really excited. She has all the pattern pieces. Like if the pattern piece is too big, she does it like a jigsaw puzzle, and you just like put it together, and it just, now you can cut out your piece. This is the bag that we're going to be making either this week or next week. And the reason why I wanted to make it is, first of all, Can Do has beautiful patterns, point blank and simple. But this bag is big enough to fit a small laptop. And I'm like, this could be a perfect holiday gift for somebody that wants to gift someone, or a gamer, or like many different things. So I see this bag and I was like, I want the pieces, and that's what we're about to do. So these pieces, what I'm going to do is what I'll try to do is when I cut out the bag for the Retro Tech bag, I will go live in YouTube, and so that you guys can watch me how I use these, put them together, and how I cut out. It does help tremendously on time. So they all have these really cool little holes. They fit onto this keychain thing, and you can keep all your pattern pieces in one place. And all you need to do is actually have your pattern. And I usually put my pattern inside a folder, and I'm ready to go. And I could just check off things with a water or erasable pen, and just check off my cutting list, and I'm good to go. And it really does help tremendously to have the pieces already cut out, have the measurements, have all the tick marks, everything it's on the pattern. So that way it'll be like one less thing you have to focus on. So I will make a effort, because I believe I'm going to cut this out on Monday or Tuesday. So on Monday or Tuesday, I'll go live when I'm cutting it out, so you can see my whole process, how I iron, how I cut everything out. And I'm actually going to try something that I seen on Lauren and Rosie had a live. Is it this week? Because today's Thursday. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I'm not too sure. If you go into Lauren's playlist, you'll see it there. She keeps the back of the brown paper on only the stabilizer pieces, so that way she knows not to cut them. And that is really smart. I usually draw in permanent marker like a black S or a silver S, so I know not to cut out those pieces just yet, because when you get into that flow of cutting out exterior and interior, you just are mowing through it. And I cannot tell you how many times I've accidentally cut out the stabilizer piece with exterior fabric or lining. It's so frustrating. So I might actually try her method on that. So what I'll do is I'm going to put all the information for ARCexpressions. She has a Facebook group, so if she has deals or percentages off, if you're in her Facebook group, it'll pop on your feed, and it might be something you want. She does have exclusive deals with like certain designers. Like the only place you can get country cow bags in the US is through her. I get all my country cow templates through Angie. She's incredibly sweet and nice. Yeah, so follow her on that. I'll get all her stuff to her Etsy shop. You can see the reviews, really stellar reviews. Very fast, really pretty fast turnaround time, considering that there was a previous place I used to go to, and it would be a couple of weeks. Angie's is like, I've never got a template that took more than 10 days. So that to me is like, that speaks its volume, because like, obviously if I'm ordering these templates, it's because there's a need. So she recognizes that, and she does really well. And as you can tell by the packaging, having all paper inside, having these wrapped in saran wrap, and then having a bubble wrap, she is still being kind of eco-conscious instead of just shamming it like with all just plastic. So little things make the biggest difference. Enough of my rambling. Well, this is our day number 1. I'll see you for day number 2, and everybody stay safe and happy holidays. Bye.